Okay, we're working on a 13 touring, and we have the front seat basically completed. We'd like to show you some helpful tips on how to get your buttons positioned and the lines straight up and down. You can see with this front seat, we've finished it with a line of black flat trim and one black painted nail at each seam. And that carries through and is also used on the door trims. And this early 13 has that center line of trim with the nails. And up in the cowl area, you've just got the trim lining the cowl. The center line does not carry through into the cowl panel. And then that trim will be duplicated on the door panels. To begin installing your backrest covers, you want to find center and find the center pleat in your cover. And what we've done is one staple at each pleat. And you want to open up and stretch your pleats as far open as you can without, of course, splitting the stitching. But you need every bit of that fullness in order to reach around to the front arm section. So you're really stretching it out as tight as you can. Once you've got it centered, then you can go to the back. And now I'm going to roll our padding forward so you can see the canvas that keeps the padding in place during shipping also serves as the anchoring point for the cover. And the goal is to stretch it up so you don't have any ripples down below here. You want this nice and smooth. So what we've done is we've pulled very tight on this canvas and then anchored that so that our row of buttons is straight and even. We've also added a corner anchor. This is just a scrap of canvas, and each button is locked in place with a retainer. So you just remove that retainer, put your scrap of canvas, and I like to choose the corner button here so that we're able to pull our cover off to the side and put that stress on that retaining strip. And then I like to just kind of put some cuts into our canvas so that you can flare it out around this curvature and keep pulling your canvas and bringing those buttons into a straight line. So that's just some helpful tips to relieve all the pressure from being on the final cover. Now that our rear cover is anchored in place and all of the stress being on the canvas, we can start to fill out our diamonds. And when we send you the backrest, you've got 2 layers of cotton and another extra layer stuffed in each diamond. What I like to do is take and section my cotton and create a channel for each diamond. So you're going to need to play with your cotton a little bit. And I take the under layer and tear it off right at the body of the card. Now I've got that strip of cotton, and I take and shove that down into the diamond. And you always want to feel it and make sure that's nice and tight and filled out. Now we've got layers of cotton coming around the crown, and to finish this one, I would just take and tuck all of this under so that all of that fullness, and this is like rolling dough, all of that fullness will end up creating that nice crown.